almost evening, something like that. A lot of times I don't pay attention. So I'm playing with the siren right now.
Your existence has been revoked.
Kinetic sirens are actually quite powerful, actually. I got a life drain skill with my kinetic guns. I got just more damage, road speeding up. Quite powerful, actually. Yeah, but they just heal. Yeah, I'm gonna use these guns. I like these guns a lot. Their damage ain't as high as Jacob's, but they're in between flat off and Jacob's when it comes down to being automatic. I like the way this. It looks like a scout rifle, and I really like the way it looks. So I'll be sticking with the kinetic, and you get a lot of damage.
Look at all those shades of gray.
So basically, what I'm saying is like, this would be the ultimate thing to get 5 points to. I don't know what the kinetic status effect is. I have no idea what the fuck that even is because I have no clue. But I'm about ready to go down, get that, go in this tree. She gets more kinetic damage while her skill's active. I think quite. Yeah, I'm gonna get this. No matter what, this is amazing. She gets some ridiculous shit. And down the blue, I automatically have to get this. Because it's just 15% more damage. And get this up because I didn't know that she had the reload speed thing. Damn, 36%? Count the kinetic thing at 25%? I get 60% reload speed. That is rather fucking insane.
You'll see what I do to creeps.
Jeez, that's crazy.
The drunk clutches the junk.
I guess I try to keep her at range, which I completely understand somewhat.
Let's get you out of that foxhole.
Yeah, that life train skill is just ridiculous.
You sure you want to do this?
You shit, mate! You're trying to trip me, eh?
Oh, felt that.
I am not lost that this was gonna be easy. Oh, don't laugh! Oh. I'm okay!
I do like these guns a lot. They're very accurate. Especially their shotguns. Their shotguns are really good too. Their damage ain't massively high, but they're fun to use because of how accurate they are. And to look at that gun's really cool. I like the way it looks. I believe this game could do really good. If they just put more stuff into it, and that eventually it's gonna get good enough.
Come on! We're through playing nice.
I win.
Just like the car.
Well, I like this so far. I really like the way it looks in that and how creative they're getting in that with stuff. It's actually really nice. And these guns are super cool.
I'm unstoppable.
I would say I like it better than the Vandalf by far. They don't shake so damn much. Vandals kind of shake a little bit. Some of them don't. Some of the guns are really fucking pretty accurate. With the fucking bullet hose. And she gets increased movement speed and shit, which I really fucking like. That worked it well. I thought you don't jump. Okay, that's the point. Get throw it up there. What? Okay. Did it fall? It did fall. Get up there, you bitch. Ha! Roar! Yeah. Okay. Good. Now all the assholes come out. Okay. Whee! Whee! There it goes. Okay.
Systems ready.
You look ridiculous.
Do you think anything is slowly cooking you? Ooh. Yeah.
Fuck
You
off, bro.
okay?
Nice spot. Yeah, I should have threw it up there because this is a. And she throws it. They throw it so fucking hard. I wish there was a way of not throwing it so hard. Eh. There we go. It's definitely a two-player mode where you just chuck that fucker up there and you let someone else do it. Come on, don't bounce too hard. Can I climb it like this? Oh, it just drops it. That's so stupid. We should be able to climb with it. Put on your back or something. Kobe! Okay. Pick it back up. Shove it in there. Do it. Nice. Man. Did about 4 humps today. Saw a super hot chick up there today. She was kind of following around a little bit. That was kind of nice. She was super beautiful. Yeah. She definitely had a body I really liked in that. Like, her shape and that was really nice and that. She was really pretty. She had a really pretty face in that. Yeah, she came up next to me then. She was doing some stretches and shit. And it's kind of funny though, cause like I get it that people do that stuff in it, but like she's grabbing bands and that. And she saw me and that. She said, "Oh, excuse me." And she kind of like smiled at me and that. And I got like, "Oh, you know, like, well, here you go." What the fuck was that? Asshole. Oh, artillery. Oh my god, no! Be a duck. Duck. Well, I got fucking life steal, but. Oh, it's a. Fucking asshole. Yeah, everyone's gonna get ready for work soon. Yeah, almost. I must just fucking talk. Yeah, so it just get the story out. But yeah. It was pretty cool in that. I've been seeing her a lot. Damn, dude. What the fuck that blown up bullshit? No, I thought I didn't put it together. I can't see shit in the fucking shoot. Yeah, definitely get stronger guns though. Let's use this thing. Come on! Fuck off, bud. Is that one guy still alive? Oh. What happened to the big fucking dude? I thought you were still here. Somewhere. Is he in the middle? Where the fuck did he go? There he is. I guess we'll do like killing that. I gotta get up and move around a little bit. Get ready for my work. But yeah, I got a new pre-workout. It's called Jekyll and Hyde. It's a 2 separate workout. It has a pump part of it and then it has just a stem part of it, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It has a lot of ingredients in it. I mean, both together is fucking phenomenal. I got blue raz, which is like one of my favorite, and there's like blood orange or something like that, which is really fucking good too. But anyway, so I'm out there. I was just finishing up. I always do band shoulders and that, because I wish I give my shoulders a little more love in that. Try to get a really good burn in them with very low, like actual weight on them, just tension. So my other muscles don't have to use so much fucking have like weight on my hands and that, because I do a lot of forearm exercises at the end of my things. I love doing forearms. And so she came up in that. She went around. She grabbed one of the bands and she gave me a smile, and she was like, "Oh, I'm interested," because she's very attractive. She's super beautiful in that, but she's not like she doesn't throw down a whole lot. Like she wears the pants and that, but like her vibe seems to be pretty sweet. At least that I notice it. So I'm sitting there. I was doing chest and that, and like my chest is getting rather thick because I do a lot of chest exercises now, and I'm trying to get my chest thicker and that. So I'm like burrowing, I do my chest tightening exercises and shit and stuff like that, which is really nice. And like I could see her through the exercise thing when I turn around and I walk back towards it, because it's a two separate exercise thing. It has like the two has like all the weights on it, kind of like pulley weights and that, but it has two different sides of it, so I can do my chest really good in that. So I look in between it. It's a rather small opening, but I could see her. She's just sitting there. She wasn't even exercising. She was just sitting there. She caught my eye. We both looked at each other in that, and I kind of like, shook my head and that, because I was trying like, from not, because sometimes I get really like, I don't know, I guess I do so much that I gotta be able to breathe and that. I kind of get a little like dopey in my head and that. I gotta breathe and kind of like shake my head and that, keep my ass going. Sometimes I'll go into a zone where I'll just like mellow the fuck out. It's just how I always been ever since I've been meditating for a long time and that. And probably because the pre-workout focus is a little too much. I kind of like have to zone it out a little bit. But yeah, she's just like damn. So I want to talk to her, but I don't, because I know possibly how old she is. She has to be at least in her low 20s. And I'm fucking 36, almost 40. And I hate looking at that ratio, even though nowadays people always frown upon that. Back in the old days, a little bit more classic. People always say, date people your own age. Nah, y'all old bitches always say that, because guys at your 30s and that are getting their lives together. They're starting to have money. They're starting to have freedom. And they normally have at least a decent job, and that if they're wanting to perform and make a lot of money now when they're in their 30s. And normally most guys, especially single guys that don't chase fucking bitches, most guys are pretty fucking jacked. Because they get bored. When they don't waste their time chasing bitches and constantly do all that emotional bullshit, they just lift fucking weights. That's what I do. I don't take my time out of the way and be like, hey, baby. No, I don't care. Because when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, all you do is be a man. Get jacked. You don't need to be fucking massively fucking huge. But you can get some size on you, man. Women will flock to you all the damn time. And they always will. I mean, of course, it depends on, facial structure and stuff like that. But all I have to say is, you guys that waste your time chasing bitches, all that emotional garbage that they try to put upon you, it's actually the opposite. They don't give a fuck about you being dramatized. They want to be dramatized. And this is why I tell a lot of men, stop being dramatized. Bitches fucking hate that. That's why they friend zone your ass. You don't get pussy. You don't get, gratitude from them, because you are a pussy. When you're trying to get pussy, you can't be a pussy yourself. Which means you can't be super, super dramatized. You need to have good stories and that, and talk about life and that stuff like that. You can't have a boring life. You gotta get out there and just do shit. And it's just random shit. I go out in the public all the damn time. I watch people do dumb shit, and I collect those stories, and I bring, oh yeah, one time I was at the gym, and that this guy did this stupid ass thing, and that, be an active storyteller. You don't have to write down notes. These are all fucking memories. Like, at the gym, there was some dude that, some older dude sitting there, like, trying to curl, like, 50 pounds with the little rope curl things on the little rope things you use for tricep extensions. He's sitting there, like, trying to do curls with them. And I'm just sitting looking at him and he's, like, throwing his body weight back and shit. It was fucking hilarious. And he did one set, and he walked away like he was the biggest dude in the fucking gym because he can, what he think is a curl by throwing his weight into it, and fucking, he's gonna blow his fucking shoulder out doing that shit. And I'm just sitting there like, dude, you're like in your fucking 50s, bro. Probably late 50s. You're trying to pull all that stupid ass weight, do that dumb ass shit. And then you see my big buff ass, and you're just sitting there, and I'm doing light ass weight, just doing monstrous amount of fucking, like, reps. I do like 5 or 6 sets per exercise. Sometimes I do more, depending on how I feel. Depends on how my muscles feel. If my muscles are getting good tears and I feel the pain, yeah, I'll do up the 10 fucking sets. I always do. Because if I can feel it, it means that muscle is ready to get its ass kicked. So I do it. But all these dudes and that, they come into that damn any gym, they do these one set things, and they're like, they get a little bit of a pump, but they don't feel the burn. I said, how the fuck are you supposed to, bro? You don't do that. I'm like, you don't need to do a lot of fucking damn weight. I want to do heavy ass weight and that. Like, dude, it matters how many reps, how many sets you can put that muscle through for it to be able to break it down to be able to grow it. Like, you motherfuckers are just doing this whack ass shit, and I'm sitting there like laughing my ass off on the inside a little bit. Watch these people, I'm shaking my head at them, and I'm like, what are you doing, bro? You're gonna fucking hurt yourself, bro. Like, I already fucked my shit up, and that's why I'm still going through the recovery and that a little bit. And it's like, you guys are just trying too damn hard, bro. Like, it's just too much. Like, and then day after day, month after month, I've been noticing, like, I've been getting bigger. I'm getting more muscle detail. My biceps now and that. My forearms are fucking really they're getting thicker and that. And so I look at it from these perspectives, and I'm like, just do good, have a good amount of weight, something that you could be able to do at least 10 to 15 reps with. Most likely 15 to 20, because when it comes down to it, you're eventually going to do 10s and 7s anyway when you do all those reps. Because you're not going to keep on doing 15 reps. It never works like that. I do 25 pounds of curls. I lean back and I get a full-on bicep curl with those things. Dude, so 25 pounds might not be a lot for curls. I said most people I never, ever, ever fucking see curl over 30 pounds unless they've been doing it for a while. And I'll tell you that for actual fact because I watch people do it all the time. Most people do 30 and below to be able to sit there and get that muscle building that. Because you don't need to have that much fucking weight. You're not that big at the moment, so putting all that weight on there, you're just not going to fucking do anything. You're just going to waste your fucking time. There's one guy in the gym, he does 35s. I don't know how many reps he does because I wasn't really paying attention, but I just noticed he was doing 35s. I knew what kind of weight he was doing. And I'm assuming he probably did about 10 reps, 8 to 10 reps. Because he wasn't doing it for long. And so, like, I look at stuff like that, and finally it's catching on. Finally, my biceps actually catching the fucking muscle, and I'm actually starting to grow my biceps now. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So let's try to get that in the shoulders now. So I'm starting to do my shoulders and that. And I'm finally actually getting my shoulder to activate with a certain amount of weight. That's the key. A certain amount of weight connects with the muscle when it's like a power level. If your muscles are like certain muscles that have a certain power level. If you say you do shoulders now, your shoulders can only do 15 power level, which is 15 pounds. And that's the weight that you need to use. to be able to sit there and actually activate them to get the burn, then it's going to be good. Because then you don't have to use leverage of your body mass to be able to get them up, because then all it does is fuck you up. That's the key. Find out what weight, which I say is a power level for each muscle group, and if you could do it, then do it. But it has to be above a certain amount of reps. Some people say, "Oh, you do 3 rep maxes and that, you'll get bigger." And I'm like, I never ever see anyone ever do 3 rep maxes and actually build muscle. They'll get stronger, but the muscle fibers need more oomph to it. They need more of that energy to be able to put into the muscle, to be able to tear it. Especially safe enough when you're just doing all that fucking damn weight and shit, which a lot of people do. They do all this fucking weight and they end up hurting themselves. Like, no, I'm sorry. Like, I've been lifting weights probably for the bulk of this year. My year's going to be up probably by my birthday. That's how I'm going to call it. And I have to say, I've increased in lots of size. And I'm probably sure my belly, my fat percentage has probably dropped a little bit too. But I'm doing a slow transformation. Like, I'm getting thicker, but it's like a slow thing of losing weight. Just like anything else, every day counts. Every day cardio counts. Every day how much you eat counts. Spending all your protein, that every day counts. Because it all builds throughout the year. So if you want to get into weightlifting, that, recovery is key, period. If you only work out 3 days a week, work out 3 days a week. If it works for you and you feel you have energy all the time and that, you feel good, go for it. If you're bored, you want to lift weights and that, figure out what targets certain muscles that you can do more of. Because when it comes down to it, to like legs, I separate my legs. I do them during my massive overall body workout. Like, I did quads last time I did this was 3 days ago. Today I did a good amount of hamstrings. Nothing super heavy, just lightweight, like 40, 45 pounds. I just did them until I felt the burn and felt really good pump. And then I'll probably do 2 or 3 sets, depending on how my hamstrings handle, because my hamstrings seem to get burned very easily. Because I hyper do them, so I'm gotta be careful with them. I gotta build them up. Because if you're not on steroids, or if you're not taking a bunch of SARMs or peptides or all that other nasty ass shit, which most people don't take, then I would have to say, try to, keep the recovery every other day. Make sure you get your main amount of protein in every day. Body mass and protein, no matter what. If you're over 200 pounds and you could do 200 grams or 230 grams. Obviously, that just depends on you. Just get the protein in, before your workout and after your workout. Normally that helps out real greatly. And then, of course, at the end of the day and that before you go to sleep, you want to get a good amount in. And try to let it digest and that. Wait about 2 hours or so and then let it digest and then go to bed. And then you'll start seeing results little by little. People are all in a hurry. People want to be like, I'm gonna do 1 push-up. Next day I'm gonna look like Arnold. Look at me, I'm big. Yeah, I do hit weights for 20 fucking years to look like that. That dude was working out when he was 13, 14. And it took him a whole decade. And that's what it is. But the whole point of it is it's the love of it. When you watch these big old steroid up bodybuilder guys like Michael Hearn, all these other guys and that, they just like working out. That's it. They just enjoy it. They enjoy the lifts. They enjoy being strong in that. And they enjoy looking good. But they do it for 40 fucking years. You get people to go to the gym for a month, they're like, why don't I change? Don't work out for the change necessarily. Look for the changes as you do, but you have to enjoy doing it. I don't go in the gym and that be like, oh man, I better gain all this muscle. No, I go to the gym and that. I work out. I look at a couple of fat chicks' asses and that, and I'm like, oh yeah, your ass is fat. watch them bend over and that, showing off everything they can, just get a little spite of attention. That happens. You know, one chick at the gym had fat fucking ass on her nut. You know, she's kind of thick too. You know, she had big old titties and shit, walking around, her booty all popping out. Obviously, I only saw it a little bit. I try to look at it once and just look away because I hate doing that stuff. It's just, to me, I feel like it's immature. Besides that one chick that I actually have a thing for because she's actually really hot. But yeah. Don't go to the gym to pick up bitches. There's a huge societal shift with young men. And honestly, you guys are killing yourselves over this shit. I say to you, young men, stop being stupid. Don't chase. Do not chase. Never chase. You just don't. You just don't chase. Because when you chase, well, unfortunately, it gets worse. Because the mentality of it is very harsh. I'm about to get off here in a little bit because I actually got to take a fucking shit. That's why I'm moving around a little bit. It's a comment. But all I would say is don't chase. You can appreciate. Listen to men like me. Look for signs. If a woman's attracted to you, the various thing that they're going to do is look at you. Because that's what attracts first, is the way you look. And that's one thing a lot of men don't like to actually think that's true. Yes, if you're fat and ugly now, no offense, most women will not fucking, especially attractive ones, they're not going to attract you. Because you have to maintain the sort of thing that they are trying to maintain. Another thing is, go in places alone. Show your manhood when you are alone. Not when you're with a group of fucking guys. You go in there with a group of fucking guys in that, like a gym and that, you're all jerking each other off. Yeah, women don't like that. Same thing with women now. It's more mature when you see a woman going alone than it is to see a woman go with a big ass group of bitches. Because they just want attention and they're all going in together to support each other like it's some type of fan club. Do not do that. That is very stupid. If you want to, do it, do it with one of your best friends. One guy. You go in there, you smash the gym together. Most times you do by yourself. I always do by myself in that because I don't like being around people when I'm exercising. Because people fucking annoy me. Because they don't do what I do in that and they're a bunch of pussies. So I just don't. There's not a lot of people that work out like I do anyway. Because I don't have a lot of friends. Because most people my age are all married with 20 kids. Give or take. But that's the kind of thing you can do. You can use that as an excuse to talk to a woman if you want to. Especially if she is attracted to you at the gym. Just talk about lifting weights. Don't go over there and talk about how big your dick is and that all that stupid shit. It might be funny in that for the boys, but you do it towards women now, you'll easily find out if she's a whore or not, too, because those bitches throw down. But you're hot. Thank you? Yeah, meet me behind the gym and I'll blow you off or some bullshit like that. Yeah, I can stay away from all that shit. And another thing is, when women do the whole approaching thing, I promise you, a lot of women say the stupidest fucking shit. They do not know how to flirt worth shit. I'm sure if anyone that's old enough to know that, women are very, very stupid at flirting. They have no idea how to flirt. The first thing they like to do is they have to do the look thing. They'll wear tight ass clothes and that and there, and they're looking to be specifically for a dude that they actually are attracted to. They might be attracted to multiple dudes, but there's always one dude that they have kind of the hots for no matter what. Because you never know a woman's preference, really, unless you ask them. And don't ask so many damn questions. Keep things very short and small. Let her be the agitator. Let her be the talker. Because when a woman's not so tormented, and they're a little shy in that, but once they open up, that's a good thing. You want them to open up to you. You want to be a little hard to get. But once they open up to you, that means it's more secure. That means that you have to establish that relationship with them. And this is what a lot of men have a problem with. When they hang around a bunch of group of dudes, they get all these ideas from other dudes and that, just like single women do. They hang around a bunch of women that they get jealous. So if you want to get in a good relationship, that you walk alone, stand tall, dig your balls out, and make sure you hit those weights. Make sure you don't sit there and be like assholes. I see in the gym sometimes that they overachieve themselves. They get spray on tan, get blonde hair, look like a bunch of fucking dickheads. And no one approaches them besides all the whores. Yeah. It's just how it is with that. It's better to be the quiet, mysterious person. You don't talk a lot. You kind of keep yourself a little down low. Well, yeah, you can talk a lot in your private life. But when you're out in the public and that, keep yourself kind of cool. You can have fun and approach people and that, or just talk. I go into a restaurant, you talk to a waitress and that. But when you do too much in the public eye, people catch on and they talk. That's the problem right there. Bitches talk a lot, and a lot of times they will make up shit too. And it's kind of sad, because they'll say stuff and that is not actually fucking true. And they'll make up shit. And they're like, what the fuck? What the fuck did you say that for? I didn't do that. Well, there's trash, because TikTok is all over on TikTok, how these bitches talking that. That's how they actually are in real life. They'll talk stuff and that, and they'll never really actually tell the truth. And they'll kind of just like make it look good for themselves. It's kind of fucked up. It's just how it is. But yeah, keep it short and sweet. Because you gotta think. Women are like fish. You're the person fishing. You put out a bob, a little bit of bait, and they attack it. Means you're patient. Means you wait. Means that woman is more or less likely going to chase that good enough bait, which means your looks, your attraction, and they're gonna bite it. And as the fisherman, you reel it in. Then you get your you get your fish. I mean, obviously, it's not like fishy fishing, but you know what I mean. That's how it is. You gotta be a good bait. You gotta look at it like, okay, she's gonna have to chase me. And women say, well, no, men should chase women. Fuck off. I worked at a car wash and that, and trust me, there's all kinds of hoes that come in there. And they always come back to chase. I'm just getting a car wash. You just came back again. Well, I just want to get another car wash. I live close. All these excuses. Women never actually tell you flat out. That's why you ask them. You tell them flat out. It's like, it seems like you're attracted to me because you look at me a lot and you're smiling at me. It's flat out just saying. And they say, well, yeah. Sometimes they'll tell the truth. But see, that's the game. You're the player. You gotta play the fucking game. And most girls normally play the same game when it comes down to if they're attracted to a guy. Their personalities might be different now, but it's always the same game. Try to get that man to attract to that woman. So they all do the same thing. Either wear makeup, they show off more skin, ass, titties, and that. Sometimes the bitches will flat out just fucking shake their tits in your fucking face if they want that much attention. If they got enough confidence. I mean, I've seen girls come in at the car wash I was working at with no bra on, big, huge fucking titties and that, and nipples all poking out and shit. I'm sitting like, you really drove down here, and you're all smiling at me, your titties all fucking busted out. You're wearing a shirt that barely covers the damn things up. Your nipples are hard as fucking rocks. And those chick got some fucking big ass nice titties. I can't lie. Them fuckers are fat as fuck. She had like a double D. These are huge. And I'm just sitting there like, I mean, what do you want me to do? I mean, I get it, not all women should wear bras. I mean, your tits are that fucking big. Put on a damn bra. Put on something that cover up those big, huge nipples. You got big ass fucking titties in there. Your nipples are big and they'll be fucking poke out through your shirt and shit. I worked with one girl at at Qdoba, like 2018, 2019, she had big old fucking like E cups. And honestly, her boobs were really fucking nice because you could just tell her nipples were always hard as fucking that. And she was walking around, and the guy's like, "Why don't you wear a bra in that?" She's like, "Oh yeah, it's all my nipples are all hard in that." And I'm like, "Yeah, because they're all poking through your shirt and shit." I mean, obviously I didn't say that exactly that, but she kind of explained to me. She's like, "It's just they're just too expensive because my boobs are just so big." I'm like, "Yeah, your tits are gigantic." Yeah, I understand. You got E cup titty in that. Yeah, you got some big ass fucking bra payment. You probably pay like $200 for a fucking bra. You probably have to get like 4 or 5 of them that. So you probably spend a whole grand on bras because your tits are so huge. So she lets them all hang out. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, seeing those big ass titties every day and that, it was very annoying. She was ugly as fuck. Like, she wasn't that good looking, but those tits are fucking nice. Like, they're very, very perky for being so big. It was kind of annoying. And, like, she was just sitting there and just showing it off, and then it's like, damn, dude. I'm like, wait, you know, honestly, that's decent exposure. You're in a fucking workplace, and at least put some fucking, like, get some, like, nipple tape or something, or get something to cover up those fucking nipples now, because you're drawing in so much attention now. And when guys see pointy ass nipples and big, huge boobs, and of course they're gonna fucking sit there and stare at you and that, and pop boners and shit. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. But what I'm trying to say, this is what women seem to do, and I've been through all of it. I've seen it all. It's like, it's ridiculous. And yes, it's arousing that, but you gotta stop thinking with your dick and really think with your mind that, because you can, most likely you might get in a little bit of trouble with some stupid ass shit. Because that girl's been over in front of me and did all this dramatic shit. And it's just like, damn, it's crazy out there in this world. No one's modest. No one ain't gonna just sit there and just fucking talk to you. Sometimes they do. Most times it's an instant reaction. So when women say, "Oh, you know, we're not as horny," that is a lie. That is a lie. I worked with women that are so flat out fucking horny now. They would sit there in the fucking bathroom forever, and they would sit there and like try to like spread their legs all the damn time. Fucking some weird ass fucking shit. When I work alone with them, you know, like I guess I'm a somewhat attractive man, and I see all this fucking shit. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Like, we're at work and that you're doing some weird ass stuff in that. It's kind of awkward. Like, you're really trying too damn hard. Bad to say, no. I guess it's just how it is. It's stupid, but you know, and once you start seeing enough of it, you start to notice it. You start to notice more of it. It's just like, oh, it's the same shit over and over again. So it's good to always take notes on the experiences that you go through in life. You'd be surprised how much you see the same thing going, and then you start to understand, oh. So I never understand that I was attractive. And I start hearing it from girls from high school now that see me 10 years later, and then they talk to me. They're like, oh, I was always really attracted to you and that. And I was like, really? So there's one girl, her name was Vivi. I think it was, no, it was Veronica. But I call her Vivi. She was tremendously hot in high school. I mean, she's still good looking now, but she's like 36, 37 now. And she has like a couple of kids, so like, but still, you know, she's still a pretty girl in that. And she's got huge titties. It's like, okay. So this is like I think this was like 4 or 5 years ago. And like, she came in at my workplace tonight, and we talked tonight. She remembered me and that, and she flat out told me that. Because it's not like she was desperate, but you know, she tried, just going back in high school now. And she told the exact place that I remember her most. We're inside the gym now, hanging around with 2 other guys, and I remember them was Tyler and Tom. They're both fucking dorks. And I wasn't really a dork. I was kind of between the jocks and that, because, you know, I guess I was a pretty boy, or whatever it is. I always had girls, like, look at me all the time and that, I guess, but I never really noticed it, because I didn't care. I was like, man, I just want to go and play video games and shit. But I remember Veronica sitting there, and she was standing there just looking at me. She was ferociously hot. She had a tank top on. She was super skinny. She had fat titties and that. She was fucking ferociously attractive. And I remember that day, and that's the day that she remembered too. So I was thinking, like, damn, like, remember the same day and that? And I said, well, what was going on? Like, you thought I was cheating. Why'd you come to talk to me? She's like, well, you're hanging around with your friends, and that I didn't want to come up to you. And I'm like, you're like one of the hottest girls in fucking school. Like, you're tremendously fucking sexy. Like, you're really fucking hot. I mean, you are still, but like, you know what I mean? Or just older than that. And she said she had kids, and I'm like, well, that sucks. You have kids, honey, but like, damn, if you had took a swing at me and that, and like, I don't even know what to do with that. You're way too fucking attractive. I'd be fucking like, I don't know. I'd be like super popular in school. Like, being one of the hottest girls in school. It was back in like 2006, I believe. I think I was sophomore. She was junior. But I didn't know. I'm just like, damn. Honestly, I couldn't stop staring at her boobs because I was in a drive-through and that, and I just see these huge, gigantic titties in my fucking face. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, you never know what can you expect now. You'd be very surprised. Like, some men miss out on it, and I try to explain to younger men that have girls that really like them, and they're normally rather attractive looking. I said, just because they don't put out, that means they actually love you. That means that they will put out, and they're going to put out a lot just for you. And when you get a woman that's like that, keep it. Don't sit there and run away from that shit just because they're not fucking throwing their ass around ever. You young men are so used to whores and sluts because majority of women become like that because of all these feminist dumb fucking sluts on the internet. And Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and all these ugly ass sluts on the internet. They all talk about get your whore phase on until you're 25, but you already ruined that 25. Because then you're emotionally fucking damaged. Because women fall in love really easily because they're supposed to. When they have sex and they get off to a man that they really fucking like. They get a love hormone, it's an oxytocin or something like that, and it makes them fall in love. Men get that probably not as much as women do. Cause I admit, like I still fucking, think about my ex and shit. Cause she was rather fucking nice looking. She had a big, huge butt. But that's the problem of it is like, men could get over a lot easier, but women, not necessarily. Anyway, I gotta get going on that. I'm definitely gonna be back on probably at midnight, maybe. I say early in the morning, like 1 or 2. I'm gonna get back on that and see what I can talk about what happened at work. Maybe something stupid happens. It's always something dumb. Anyway, you guys have a good one. God bless. Good night.